Good day, beloved of God. This is Prophet West. I'm going to be brief. I'm going to be very brief. But I want to tell you something based on the word. The word says, and having done all to stand therefore. That means that regardless of what you're dealing with, your feet might be in the quicksand of trouble. Situations may be pulling you down for the last count. People might have walked away from you. You might have been backstabbed by friends, betrayed by people that you trusted in. Family members might be talking about you. You can't even get along with your family members. Family members don't want to have nothing to do with you. But the Bible says that having done all to stand. You might be a minister. You might be a preacher. You might be a believer. And you might be going through some tough times in your life. Having done all to stand therefore. You might be in a place. You might be in a condition. Your body might be in pain. Sickness might be all around you. But I say unto you, count it all joy, and having done all to stand therefore, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. The thing that you must understand, there's authority in your mouth, and you must use it. God gave us dominion, just like what he gave Adam in the beginning, when he had created all the creatures of the air and of the sea. And he had brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. There's authority in your name. There's authority in your voice. There's authority in your walk. Know the authority that you walk in. And having done all to stand therefore. You might want to give up. You might feel like throwing in the towel, but don't throw in that towel. Don't give up. Don't give up at all. People might be talking about you, but consider that an honor, because they talked about Jesus. And Jesus said that as he was in the world, so are we. And also he said that we would do greater works because he go to the Father on our behalf. And I say again, having done all to stand therefore. Hey, family members might have walked away from you. Friends might have walked away from you. You might feel all alone. You might feel by yourself, but consider that an honor, because the Bible says that he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That means that God will reveal to you his plan of attack. That means that God is revealing to you his plan of movement, what to do next, what to say next. And when you go in his authority, you're going to go in his authority. You're going to go in his glory. His glory is going to be before you and behind you. He got you protected. He got your back. You might be in a situation where you feel afraid. You might feel fearful. There's a situation in your life and you don't know how to respond. You're afraid. Fear has gripped your heart because you feel like you're in a troubled situation. But let me tell you something. The Bible says that greater is he that is in you. That is he that is in the world. Let me tell you a story even about God having your back. There was a story about there was an old prophet and a young prophet, and the adversary had surrounded them on this mountain. But the old prophet was cool and calm, and the young prophet didn't understand why. And so the old prophet prayed to God and said, God, open up his eyes that he might see. And suddenly God opened up his eyes, and he saw what the man of God saw. There were the angels, chariots of fire, with their swords dipped in fire and ready to strike. Beloved of God, concerning you, you might be in a troubled situation, but there are angels around you having their sword dipped in fire, ready to fight. Greater is he that is in you. And so I say unto you, count it all joy and having done all to stand. Stand therefore with your loins girded about with truth, because God got your back. Regardless of the pressure that you are under, the Bible said tribulation work and experience hope. And him that hopeth, it maketh not ashamed. There's no shame going to be with what God is doing for you. The blessings of the Lord maketh you rich, and it's not going to add no sorrow to it. Having done all to stand therefore, for the sufferings of this present life is not worthy to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed in you, shall be manifest. Your pain is an investment on what God is doing, because there's coming a harvest through your pain. When people talk bad about you, stay quiet. You invest in seeds. When people hate you, speak love. Speak love. You invest in God's glory. So at the appointed time, when the fullness of time shall come, the glory shall be a manifest in your life. God shall manifest his glory in your life. Goodness shall be manifested in your life. Blessings shall be manifested in your life. His likeness, his glory, his power shall be manifested in your life. And the reason why you're standing in the midst of a storm, because you are light. God has made you a light that's set on a hill that cannot be hid, which means that the Bible says that you're an example. You are a witness of what righteousness look like. And the Bible says that one plant, but God will give the increase. And having done all to stand, stand therefore. There's goodness coming to you in your present change, in your present dilemma, in your present trial, in your present tribulation. God is working something out. There's a transition that's taking place. God is accelerating you through your pain. God is going to cause you to ricochet. God's going to cause you to catapult in this particular moment and in this particular hour. Suddenly, it's going to happen. This is a sure word. And having done all to stand, stand. Therefore, God bless you. Heaven smile on you, and may all God's best be yours.